Let's load it up. Always check the time. Dying of Exposure's Noontime Nostalgia. This is to enjoy us some fine Chrono Trigger. Can't get rid of those habits I used to have when I rented Super Nintendo games as a little kid, where I'd do the double save, hoping that on the next weekend I was allowed to rent a game between school. I would be able to do so without having it saved over by some college student or adult that was able to rent video games during the week. So we're going to load this file. I think we got to get going here. Make sure we don't die. Seems like there's no way out of the cell. What's up, Chimera? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just fight my way out. Whoop on some guards here. Fuck the power structure. How am I sounding, Chimera? Is it volume levels coming through just fine? Let's go into advanced audio. Let's pop me up a bit more. Just a little bit more. No game audio. It's unacceptable on a Chrono Trigger game. Let's pop that audio up a bit more. Well, it's also just the drips right now, so, but we're going to pop it up a bit more here and see what that does for us. Okay. Oop. Let's get up into this chest. Can't get there. Get my mouse out the way. I think there was something where I could, if I recall correctly, there's like a little thing or something somewhere that I can get into. But I am not finding it. Want to get into these bad boys here. Let's do a little tweaking here. Make this a little bit more comfortable for me. There we go. Okay, we're good. Come on. Feel like it's around the bed. Not gonna dally here too long. If I miss these two chests, I miss them. Whatever. Whooping on him. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. Alright, let's do a little bit of exploring here. Love this scene. Love this backdrop. It's very, like, sad looking. Yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm just gonna end this from the bottom up, and the way you do that is with violence, my friends. Unjust systems need to be torn down. Not even worried. Not even worried. So much faster than him. You missed me. You're garbage. You've grown fat and lazy on the weight of this job. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You don't pay your workers, they're not going to work hard for you. And that's a real problem. So we just run back across. These guys are gone. Let's go left. A little bit of a fun ghost animatic. I got him. He's down. This is what we get for grinding it out a little bit early on in the game. We're just womping on. Womping on, boys. Oh, yeah, it was up here. Up here is where you... No? No? Maybe another level up? I thought it was up here. Maybe I'm wrong. Ah, maybe it's one more level up. Love it. Love this scene. Creates such a dangerous place. Cool little bridge battle. Oh, they got a swipe. They got a swipe at me. Doesn't matter. So do a little quick healing. Always make sure that you're ready for a boss battle at every moment, just in case they decide to throw one at you. I don't care if I'm seen. I'm just gonna knock him down. Grinding out a little low-end gold. dungeon really just shows off how truly dark things are here. It's like that person just died in the cells. Like, they play that this is the, this is like the best timeline. Ooh, peeking. They play that this is like the best timeline. And, yeah. No worries. That you're in the greatest time right now. The time of peace. But obviously peace comes at the cost of a prison state. Yeah, I'm gonna free him from execution. That's how I do. I will do that. Dark ass fucking dungeon. These skeletons move quick, but not quick enough. Not quick enough to get more than one attack off. I might already have bronze armor. Yeah, I think I do. But it will be nice to equip someone on my team with it that can take it. God damn it. That's what I get for not using the D-pad. So I'm using an Xbox One controller. And by not using the D-pad, I accidentally attacked the one with his shield up. I love this because this game has an active time battle system, so it's turn-based sort of. But they, like me, have action gauges that regenerate that I can't see. And that's the first combat that really begins taking aggressive advantage of it. There we go. There's where I want to go. Get on down. Do some wall climbing. This is another neat function of the game here, where it's like, oh, we're going to give you some vertical climb fun, too. And they sort of glitch it by just having you be able to step across on something you shouldn't be able to. There we go. Wait. I might have missed something, and I don't want to miss anything. If I recall correctly, Yeah, I almost didn't. Drop down this hole. Get these 2 chests. 1,500 gil. What a payday. See, now if I'd been smart, I would have left that... Oh, no, you couldn't leave that shit open. Up here. Now, equipment. Do I have a silver sword yet? No, I do not. It's a 3 upgrade. Already doing a lot of damage, but never turned down. Never looked a gift horse in the mouth. Whoop. You know what? I don't need to fight him, but I'm gonna. Crit damage, 292, way over its hit point. Makes me feel good, makes me feel powerful. Why not? I got potions to spare. Keep me at that max hit point. Didn't even get an attack in. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Rule of law is simply a promise we make. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna read the document. Head of the tank is equipped with capacity repair damage. So you just got to go for the head. It's telling you to go for the head, you go for the head. But first, before we save, well first, we potion our friend Luca. Then we go over to the equipment and see if Luca can take that bronze armor I just picked up. Luca cannot. But she is equipped for max. Oop. Didn't actually save. God, this game's only been 4 hours. I've traveled. So in 4.5 hours, I have traveled through time. I have saved a princess. I have been thrown into an experiment I didn't understand. I have done a ton of things, and I'm now on a prison break. What a game. What pacing. What an epic story. Also, I went to a carnival and got a doll of myself. We're going to take this moment, this boss battle, let this hookah bowl cool down, so I can get some new coals going and get myself another fresh bowl of delicious minty goodness. I am smoking shisha, no weed during the streams. It's hard enough to remain talkative as it is. Pry this bowl off. Let it cool down. Take a quick sip of a beverage. Oh, we know what it is. It's a dragon. $147. Look at that. Woo! Oh, accidentally attacked the body. My mistake. Whittle this bad boy down. So yeah, the key is you just got to keep going at that head. It's almost counterintuitive because the head is doing that big damage. But if you keep going at the head, you will eventually get rid of its healing. Then I like to go at the... Oop, I went at the wrong thing again. Gotta go at the wheels next. It's the other big damage. The body doesn't really do a lot. But if you got the potions, you're gonna be pretty much fine in this battle. As you can see though, Luca doesn't really do a bunch. So using Luca as your kind of like primary healer, it's fine though, because at this point we're just gonna womp on it. Gotta keep Chrono up. That crit hit. It's done. It's done. Just like that. Did have to play with some strategy. Love this closing scene too. It's like in a modern game that'd be an active time event where you had to push buttons. But it's a pretty simple battle as long as you read that note and you just focus on the head, then the wheel. Then you can kind of control the end of the battle. But as you saw, I went through all my mid potions and some regular potions with Luca on that one. It's just real satisfying to be able to, at the end, there's like a victory in just being able to, like run over this Chancellor. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get away with it, though. I'm just gonna stand on you. I'm gonna shake my head. Shake it. Pick up a little shelter action here. Already grabbed that chest. bowl is still hot. Can't quite get into it yet. Fuck Chancellors, man. 600 AD, 1000 AD. They all garbage. Can't force people to be people they don't want to be. And now we've all escaped with the princess. Gotta run through time. I can't remember if the little, like, chests with the sort of, like, hidden lock function, I can't remember if they're always related to the time portals or not. If, like, every time portal has one near them. I know not every one in them has a time portal near them. Get out of here. Let's beat feet and go. Yeah, your mouth is huge, bro. I forgot this was the order. Can't go that way. Woo! Not looking great out here. So I love the dystopian future in this world. And if this game were ever remade, I'd want to spend hours in it. Hours and hours. Oh, well, that's going to jump her 6, so I'm definitely going to buy that. How's the Iron Suit looking? Iron Suit's looking super strong, too. Iron Helm is looking super strong. I'm sure I'm going to run into these, but first I'm going to sell them. You get this armor. Sell that. Bronze. Sell that. And then I'm going to buy myself pretty much equipment for everybody. I mean, this is why we make the money, folks. We don't make the money to hoard it. We make the money to spend it. Put it back into the economy. Now we can go sell our old stuff. Oh. Got to make sure Luca had the better gun. Now we can sell our old stuff. I always wondered, like, it's like, so they're clearly desperate for, you know, money, right? They're clearly desperate for any kind of wealth. It's depressing. And one of the greatest quotes from the game. But you're still just as hungry as before. I think it was originally just, but you're still hungry. Don't know what time I'm in, don't know where the hell I am. But I do know that I'm deep into the fucking future. Before we get too deep into this, we're gonna make a bowl of hookah. So, for those that have been watching, I smoke hookah when I game. Which means it is good that I don't always have time for gaming. I can't remember if there's anything like... Okay, no, you don't, like, just take damage for being outside. But, what that means is that I enjoy flavored tobacco, flavored molasses-soaked tobacco. It is flavored in many different ways. I enjoy a nice mint or a nice citrus. Right now I have gum with mint, which is kind of toothpastey tasting, but I really like that fresh breath feel when I smoke. I also enjoy grapefruit with mint, and I love a good strawberry-orange mix. I tend to smoke Alpha Keir because it's kind of the best bang for your buck. It's not premium shisha in the fashion of, say, like a it's not premium shisha in the fashion of, say, Starbuzz. But it is pretty good. What I really like about it is that it keeps me from wanting to constantly snack and just have a nice, like, diet soda. It's bad for your lungs. You shouldn't smoke, kids. But if you do smoke already, think about getting a hookah. Small little ones are like 30 to 50 bucks. Mid-sized ones are usually 70 to 100, and then you can get some really nice ones for over 100 bucks. Tubs of 250 grams of tobacco for Alpha Keir usually costs between $17 to $20, depending on where you buy them. Yeah, it's a fun thing. It's definitely a social thing. Get yourself a 2 or a 3 or a 4 hose hookah, and when you're hanging out at night, you know, smoke with your friends. Give them a little flavored tobacco. It's a fun thing. It does have nicotine in it, so you don't want to smoke too much. You don't want to get yourself like a nicotine headache. If you're already a smoker, not a big deal. But if you only smoke it occasionally, like once or twice a month, you're not gonna have the problems that, like, say, a regular cigarette smoker would have. I'm not a medical professional, but the amount of nicotine and tar and tobacco you'd get from sharing a couple bowls once a month, or even a bowl or two twice a month, pales in comparison to a cigarette smoker that smokes between 6 and 8 cigarettes a day. So yeah, it's something. There are hookah lounges. In our area, they have to be private clubs. That's true for a lot of areas at this point. So, you know, they're just basically a place to smoke and visit. But if you don't want to invest, you can do a hookah lounge. That's usually like $20-ish for a bowl. And you can kind of all hang out and smoke at a hookah lounge for like an evening. They usually do discounts on refills. So if, like, say 3 people go, usually a bowl and a refill is like 30 bucks or so. And between 3 people, that's 10 bucks to kind of hang out somewhere and talk and just kind of get out of the house when we can all get out of the house again. I don't know when that will be, and I don't know how many hookah lounges will have survived this time. But we'll, I suppose, find out when quarantines are lifted. Maybe come September. We'll see what's going on. As is now... what you do is you put the shisha into a little bowl, something like this. You can find these at most tobacco stores. And then you put a piece of foil over it, some Reynolds wrap, if you will. Reynolds brand aluminum foil, light or heavy, kind of depends on the bowl. You're gonna have to sort of figure out based off the size of your hookah and the heat of the coals. And then I have a little portable burner down here that I heat up my coals with. This little portable burner costs like 11 bucks on Amazon, saves you from having to ruin your oven burners. Coals usually take about 10 or about 10-ish minutes to heat up. Maybe a little bit more. I use a brand called Charcoal Blaze. Do not use Insta-Lights unless you're like doing it to camp. But I would suggest if you're thinking about smoking hookah, maybe find out if any of your friends already do, or go to a local hookah lounge and give it a try there. Hopefully at that time you will discover if you like it, and then you can kind of ask the owners and staff like what they use, and then go and get those things. Now I've already made the bowl, but the coals, these are still burning, so we're gonna get back into this, and then I'm gonna check on the coals later. Love this region. So that's where I came from. And then this is Side 61. And of course, for me, what's funny about this is, for me, this is nothing. It is good if you ground out a little bit before here, because you can get yourself to fairly quickly being able to damage things. And as you can see, the rhythm is you want to make sure you can kill something before like that little plant pod heals it. Bigger XP, much bigger TP than I've been earning. Chrono's up to level 9. Oh yeah, the rats steal potions from you, so you gotta kind of avoid them. Berserker Ring. I can't remember what Berserker Ring does. It's probably gonna go on Chrono. I'm pretty aggro. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna leave Berserker Ring completely alone. Motherfucking rats. Yep, gotta do it. Gotta make sure you kill them. You can see there, because I have Luca with me, Luca can see their hit points, so you kind of have an idea about how much damage you can do in one shot. See right there. Healed back up from all the damage that Marley took, or Marl, but fortunately not much to trim it back down. Somehow these monsters are carrying gold. A little bit of time to travel in here. I think my least favorite enemy in this section is probably the Rune Stalker. They definitely have big hit points. They attack pretty quickly, so they immediately can do like 10 damage to you. It's frustrating because they essentially are in a situation where you need all three to take them down in battle configurations like this, unless you kind of get lucky with the order. But as you can see, that little plant boy, He's not really doing anything unless he's healing them. Got another silver sword in case I didn't get one. God fucking... I'm so bad at avoiding the rats. Silver bow, however, is something I have been waiting for. Look at that, look at that. A little quick increase. Now this changes up the battle a little bit. Gotta take out the healers first because there's 2 of them. So it's gonna be a nightmare to deal with the problem that is... that is them healing themselves. God. Oh yeah. Almost took it. Mara almost took that one down by herself. Well, we make handiwork of our little squids. You know what? Let's do a little bit of healing. She's fine. Whole bunch of boys in this one. See, he wasn't paying attention, distracted by my hookah. They're just above 1-hit damage for Chrono, which would make the battle a bit more exciting if they had any kind of like real strong attack ability, but they don't. Luca is ooh. I can't remember what a lure is. Ah, it's confuse enemy. Now, if I recall correctly, weapons do nothing, yes. Magic definitely does stuff. Let's do a little bit of fire whirl. So what I like about this is that I've been pretty much whomping on the enemies, but then they give you an enemy that like makes you have to kind of wait to really do the things you want to do and begin to strategize, and it sort of just eases you into this. Fortunately, since we have a healer in our party that's not really doing attack damage per se, since we have that healer, we get to use her tech between battles because she's not really doing damage during the combats with any kind of ghosts. Another quick hookah tip. When you're burning coals, and they're like block coals, usually coconut coals, you really want to flip them kind of midway to make sure that they're burning evenly. I saw the path downstairs to, or down the bottom way to avoid this, but I didn't want to. I like that the range characters, when they happen to be close up to it, are, like, rather than just shoot at, like, an immediate, distance, they just whack it. They whack it with the weapon. They basically pistol whip it or crossbow whip it. Make sure I'm not missing anything down this way. Ghost battle. Ooh. Wait for my combos to come up. Fire whirl these two. And yeah, she just does not have... I suppose I'll have her confuse that enemy. Little ass spank. A little bit of experience on the back end. Marley's up. I believe everyone's everyone's at level 9. Let's keep this party going. Everyone else is pretty healthy. Oof, double ghosts down here. See if I can take all 3 of them out. This is where those combos really come into play. Because I was able to one-shot all 3 of them, waiting on the combo, making sure that they were grouped up. And then we're just gonna spam attack. Our coals are nearly done. See, this is why JRPGs are kind of fun when you're sort of casually gaming, is because much like a mobile game or like a turn-based strategy, you can just sort of one-hand it, do some other things, maybe check your phone, maybe go over and subscribe to Dying of Exposure's YouTube channel, where we upload all this content. Everyone looking okay? Everyone's looking relatively okay. Let's check out this dome first. Ooh, this theme music. So good. I like how exciting this is. You don't mention that you're even time travelers. You're just like, yeah, I just made it through a tough area, and these people are all so weak from hunger that there was just no reality that that could have happened. What I like, too, about the mutants being, are called mutants specifically, is that it implies that they might have once been human. Tough. It's a tough beat. I will do that. we're gonna do a little bit of a stream jump here. No, we look like we cleared it up. Was looking at my bit rate on OBS. Already got everything I need. You and everyone else, sister. You and everyone else. See, that guy made it. Still hungry. So, I want to go down there. I definitely want to go down there. But before I go down there, I'm gonna, like, mess around a little bit. And, go outside, see what's going on outside. Alright, we're just gonna go down there. We're not gonna, like, goof around with how we approach this. We're gonna make it nice and linear. But I do like that this is the first real time that they're like, well, do you want to go this way? Let's go get a password. I love these, like, rail levels up here. They're just like, oh, look below. That wasn't me remembering this so much as it was me, so much as it was me just knowing RPGs. Get my coals on this bad boy. Little update for the chat, and of course I'll announce this on all the social media. I am going to be beginning to do these twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. I love Chrono Trigger, and I want to play it a little bit more in my week schedule. So Noontimes Nostalgia will also happen Mondays at noon Pacific. That's a good sign, right? Large horns beeping. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, I just might have fucked myself real bad. Real bad. And we're down. And I just got wrecked. This is what I get for being reckless. No, we gotta do this the right way. Just gonna speed through some language here. Hit that talk point, make sure the game doesn't glitch. Fortunately, I saved fairly recently. So I understand and have lined up what I need. So what do we got? What do we got? We need everybody up to full. And then we are going to make sure that everybody has full magic. Suppose I could have just done that at the sleep center. Can't just smash it. You just smash it, you end up dying. Ooh, nice early crit. And there's my countdown. See, it's a very simple battle when you're methodical about it. But you gotta be patient, and you gotta make sure you don't accidentally attack the wrong guy. And you gotta be smart. Keep track of your allies' HP. Wrong one. Matty big crits. And there we go. It was as simple as that. Hey, cough pop. Sorry, I was too invested in that battle. Yeah, no, it took me down right away because I wasn't paying attention. And I attacked it, and it could do those triple attacks. But where it manages to really just, like, fuck up your party. But fortunately, once you learn that by dying the first time, or if you're not me and you're a bit more cautious, you can figure out that you can survive the hits if you take out those things and then just whoop on the main guy. And yeah, everything's rotten. You went down here, you're like, oh, I can get them food, I can save this community, and then you find out all the food's rotten. And now you know that the little girl and wife whose husband went down here wasn't able to survive. And so in this game, in this early RPG, you have the death of NPCs and things going wrong for characters, and so it's not all just in front of you is beat the boss and save the day. Eventually you get the opportunity to provide hope in this game, but it does take a while. Take that mid-ether. Oh, gotta go back to that rat. AYB. AYB. What am I not getting about this? Oh, I had to wait for... I see, that was the triggering event. I kept thinking that that was, like, the first. What are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, we're up full. Let's get into it. Nothing. Just nothing. plow through some boys here. Move the mic a little bit closer to me. There we go. Just plow through some boys. And really get into it. I'm not looking to avoid battles. I'm looking to keep my level grind up so that battles is easy. I think that's a confusion spell. But how do I get there? Did I go the wrong way? I did. Directionality. Another mid-ether, worth the walk back. I know I don't use a lot of spells in these little battles. But honestly, I don't like wasting a lot of time sleeping. Alright, Cloth and Pop, you get back to... Alright, Mr. Jones, you get back to working. Thank you for stopping by. I know, it's just a gift to relax a little bit and enjoy just a masterpiece of a game. I love how big this area is. They haven't given you a lot of big areas yet in this game, and so having these kind of bigger dungeons where you can hear enemies at a distance... I say that as I casually just chop through them. I'm sure it would be more concerning. If I wasn't able to just, like, wreck them. Don't love ghost fights, but gotta do them. Let's knock these rats down. Alright, we're looking a little hurt. Time to heal up. That's what we got you on the team for, Marley. Marley's looking a little low on the magic, so I'm just gonna ether. Her and Chrono. womp on this bot here for a bit. Chrono Trigger was nice because it also had like this moment where you could like, it was also like the first place where you had like enemies, or at least the first one I played where I had like enemies I could see. Same code as before. Still can't get there though. Just unlocking that now for later. But yeah, in Final Fantasy and stuff, you had a bunch of random battles, which was fine because I would grind out levels, make sure I was leveled high enough for it. But for Chrono Trigger, it was a little different. All the way out east, through all this destruction, there's a dome to get to. Oh, Marl. And here's the introduction to the big boss. We're like a little over 5 hours in. And we get to see what this beautiful, like, there's still greenery, there's still mountains, they all live in these wonderful little dome cities, probably living a great life. And about 1,000 years from when you started this game, mass destruction happens. And yeah, it's not great. It's not great, folks. The world ends not with a bang, but with a whimper as it slowly starves to death. I like that they set up Marley to be the heart of the team. No, I'm team Be Big Damn Heroes. Forgot you couldn't skip this. No real reason to battle these guys on the way back, so I'm just gonna avoid them. Yeah, we're back, but we don't have good news for you. They're just gonna overwater and kill the seed. Not gonna tell them their father's dead. That's cool. Oh, hey, let me hit up that. Oof, you are in the way. Now, if this were a D&D game, these people would all be taking mad levels of exhaustion. But it's not a D&D game, it's JRPG, so they live for some reason. I don't remember what happens if I just go here. Let's see if these enemies just kill me real quick. Love the soundtrack for this one. Love the soundtrack of the sewers. Dark. Let's get him. Probably should have healed. Let's keep Luca up here. And then we should just be able to whoop on this guy. We're definitely going to have to heal after this combat. Yes, I am still on the Chrono Trigger grind. I am upping the ante, but I do not play any of this outside of the stream. So, starting next Monday, I will be playing this twice a week at noon. This will be my entire playthrough. I love this so much. I love all these little, like, don't make noise, and then I'm like, fuck that, I'm making noise. I want these combats. These are tough combats. They're good grind combats. Make sure everybody's all nice and friendly healed. But yeah, you know what? Fuck it, no. Woo! Glad I healed right before it. They're gonna be doing me some damage. Gotta wait for Luca to get their slow ass going. Nope. There we go. Look at those big HP, big gold. Heal up anyone that is struggling. It was really just Chrono. He wasn't struggling per se. But yeah, I can't remember where these like what story-wise is implied by these sewers. And so we're gonna find out. Thank you for being unrealistic enough, game, to allow me to slash a sword across water. That was on me. God, these fishmen are so fast. Oh, and they're all just far enough away from each other. All right. Some well-timed crits, though. Help me slide through that. Oof, using that magic. Sometimes you just gotta grind through some harder enemies, really explore what's going on. And make sure your levels are nice and tight. And I think I'm stuck. I don't know if I can progress any further. I don't think that I can. Let's not summon these monsters back. Yep, so that was just a little distraction grind session before we move into this. You know what? I think I can use a shelter. And I have 7 of them. So we're just gonna do that. Still hungry. We're just gonna save as well. Oh yeah, I remember this sequence now. And you're like, oh fuck, there's 4 of them. Yeah, Johnny. Now, I do believe you can just walk through. Bro, he's the man. No one can do it like Johnny. That was not skill. I don't honestly know the strategy for that. But I do love this little 2.5D scene where they're all like, we didn't render this as a 3D model. Screw you, Johnny. And now, because I'm me, I'm gonna run back and I'm gonna do all of the section I didn't have to do. Woo! Big boys! Yeah, got them both. Why am I going back and killing these monsters even though I don't have to? Well, because that's how we grind it out. Plus, there might be, like, chests and shit. But let's just make sure everybody's cruising at max. That was an easy battle, but it could have been tough. Woo! Oh, that's the one you want to crit right there. You want Chrono with that big damage critting. Two crits, still can't kill him in a single round. Might have been a wasted critical hit, but that's okay. Again, make sure that Chrono at least is going in full health. God, Luca, I wish your speed was just a little bit faster. Look at how weak Chrono is by the end of this. This is a toughie. These would have been murder had I not just ground out some levels earlier. Get him back up. Looks like they were just ganging up on him. Not again. Not again. Not gonna probably go through that area again. I always wanted this to be its own little, like, dungeon thing. Knock out some guard bots here as they gently electrocute us, but we're into that. We're into the electrocution, so it's okay. What are we doing on money? Oh, we're already back up to 12,000. Awesome. Maybe should have healed. Yeah, I'll be fine. Let's clear these all out. Ooh, let's go heal up our magic points. Get those back. And let's get our buddy here. Hell yeah. One of my main boys. We already had Frog in 600, and now we're getting Robo in 1999. He's one of my main guys. This montage scene is one of those beautiful moments where it gives you like yeah, it takes a little while and you all kind of sit there while Luca works. Hell yeah, Robo. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and hurt you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. I'll lie and desert you. Ba 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 ba. Gonna stick with the canon name. We're gonna call him Robo all game. It's getting a little hot. I'm gonna bring it down a bit. Got to keep your coal management right on your hookah to avoid overcooking the shisha while you're smoking it. Then it's just gonna taste like burn. Get into it. Now, if I were really doing this based off roleplay, I'd probably leave Luca because they're the tech. But Robo, I think, might have some healing. I can't remember. You know what? I'm still going to leave Luca. We're going to make the role-playing decision. Hell yeah. Look at them big hit points. Look at that big tanky boy. See what he's got on him. Only a 10 arm, though. Not going to do great. That was sort of unnecessary. Didn't mean to do that. Do you dirty like that, Luca. Alright, this is as good a time as any to save. I don't want to get into this next thing. I got something to do a little shortly after 2, so we're gonna save up here with my boy Robo now in the posse. He's a level down from everyone, but we'll fix that real quick. I'd like to thank everyone that's joined me for this Chrono Trigger noontime nostalgia episode. This will be going over to the Dying of Exposure YouTube. That's youtube.com/dyingofexposure. You can follow us on social media at Dying of Exposure on Facebook and Twitter, and then here on Twitch and over on Instagram with twitch.tv/dying_of_exposure, and on Insta it's dying_of_exposure as well. So make sure to follow us every now Monday and Thursday at noon to 2 for the noontime nostalgia stream, as well as Tuesday nights we run the D&D actual play homebrew Western fantasy series Through the Mill. That's Tuesdays 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'm located in Seattle, so everything's Pacific. Thank you for everyone that joined me in the chat and everybody else out there. You have a good day, and thanks for living in this nostalgic world, this 90s world where the world is coming to an end, but we can do something about it. You have a great day.